Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. In this particular video, this is going to be the player ratings. I am joined by the main man, Beats. Thank you for coming back into this one, man. And yeah, let's get into this. If you guys going to enjoy though, please do smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Obviously, we used to do the player ratings on the channel, but we're going to try something different here today. So if we put us over there like so, I don't know, do I need to? No. Okay, I don't think zooming in is going to help. Right, we'll go with it like that. Right, cool. Right, so as you're the guest, if you want, I will let you start with Jan Summer. Bear with me 1 second though. I just want to quickly change my name on here. No point having it as the score.
Yeah, I don't need the reminder.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I'll give you Jan Summer. What we thinking?
I mean, probably the best player unfortunately, the best Bayern player on the pitch. I would say 6.5.
6.5.
I'd say 6.5.
Right. Okie dokie. 6.5 for him. Mazawi. I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe like a 5 or a 4. What do you think?
Yeah, he did give up the penalty, right?
We're thinking more of a 4.
Yeah, maybe 4.5, being generous, but yeah, probably about a 4.
Yeah, we'll just give him a 4. I'll give you. Do you want to do Cancelo, or do you want me to do Cancelo?
Oh yeah, I'll do Cancelo. I mean, I was saying I missed most of the first half, but I guess he was probably at his best in the first half.
Yeah,
Didn't
I would have
really
given him a 7. I would have given him a 7 for the first half.
for the first half.
But then he was
Yeah,
basically non-existent. Like you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I was gonna say I barely saw him on the pitch in the second half. So yeah, maybe 6, 5.5, 6. And
Yeah,
maybe if that might be generous. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll go with a 5.5 for him. Pavard, I'd give a 4.
Yeah.
What do you think of De Ligt today? He's definitely been the player of the season, but what do you think of
with almost without it, it's either him or Kimmich for me. I think it's tough. I mean, De Ligt's maybe one of the few bad performances he's had as a Bayern player. I know he started the season and he wasn't starting very much just because I guess like fitness and stuff. But I mean, for me, he's earned with or without this performance today, he's should be the starting center back, at least one of them going forward. Maybe 4.5, a little bit better than Pavard. Pavard did have that yellow and of course giving up the first penalty too.
Yeah. That is a 5, by the way.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Goretzka, I'm gonna give. The thing is, Goretzka he started off well today, but it just
I didn't see him. I barely saw him on the pitch in the second half. You know, he was like invisible.
Yeah, I'll give him a 4. That keeps changing color. Don't know if you're noticing that. Anyway, yeah, I'll give him a 4. To be honest, I don't think he should have been on the pitch. I know a lot of people probably think I'm a hater, but I'm generally not. But it's just, Thomas Tuchel likes to play him. So, Kimmich.
It's tough. I mean, and maybe I don't know if this is like too like critical for just like one little thing, but I think for me, we got to get him off corners. I think he's one of the, if not the best player in the team, but for corners, it's just not our guy. I noticed the one corner that YouTube's mentioned in the live stream, just atrocious. Like it went like way over the goal on the other side. So I mean, that's just kind of nitpicking there, but yeah, I mean, the whole team wasn't great. So maybe a 5 for him.
A 5.
5, I would say.
Which is low for Kimmich standards, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so low. I mean, that's a horrible game for him.
I'll go with Coman. Coman. I don't know what it is with Coman, right? It's like if Gnabry's playing well, Coman doesn't seem to play too good, and then flip. Yeah.
Need consistent wingers.
I'll give him a 4 as well. I'm probably being too nice here. but I'll give him a 4 as well. I'll give you Serge Gnabry. Did you see the goal?
I went back and saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good goal. It was a good goal.
Definitely.
I think I'm a little scared that he's kind of just performing in the last part of the season where I don't want to say it doesn't count because up until now it absolutely has counted.
So he
but
doesn't get sold.
Yeah, exactly. And then just be kind of piss poor next season. But with that goal, I mean, probably got to give him a 6.
A 6. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I would say.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, no, definitely. At the end of the day, the goal really doesn't matter because obviously we lost. But yeah, no, he definitely did play okay today. Of course, not the best for Bayern in general. Musiala, I'm going to give a 4 also. He just wasn't at it today. He just wasn't at it today for me.
Yeah.
Thomas Muller, what are we thinking of Thomas Muller?
Well, I know he had the assist. And I going back and I saw the first half highlights at halftime. I think he should have had a goal early on. It was a pass from Cancelo to Musiala, who's given him a nice one-touch pass. So that should have probably been a goal for him, but he did have an assist. But yeah, when I watched most of the game, which in the second half, and he wasn't performing, kind of like Kimmich, just not a typical Muller performance. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say a 5 or a 5.5 for Muller. I mean, that might be too generous. That might be too generous.
Yeah, I was thinking a 4, so we'll go with a 5.
Okay. Yeah,
we'll go with a 5 because obviously,
yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with those. Right, well then I actually forgot to do the manager, so we'll do the manager over here somewhere or whatever. Okay. I don't even know where to start here, to be honest with you. Upamecano, what are we thinking?
I mean, he only played 5 minutes?
Maybe 10 minutes? It's hard, isn't it? You don't really want to give him a bad score when he basically hasn't impacted the game.
And then this really
is 5.
Yeah, I would probably a 5. I mean, like I said, he played. It wasn't enough maybe to have significant impact, but this I think this is more so going against Tuchel. But why would you sub? Why did they sub him in, or why did Tuchel sub him in when he did? In the 85th or 86th minute. I mean, that didn't make any sense to me. So that's more so going against Tuchel, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Sane next.
Leroy Sane. I kind of want to give him a 3.
I was gonna say a 3 too. I don't know what it is. I mean, when he's on, he's so good. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if he's at his best. I don't know really where to place him. If I want to say top wherever, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Mainly because he's not in that kind of form very often. And today you just saw sort of the worst of him. I mean, he'd get the ball and he'd kind of try to do the exact same thing, almost like Robin, but not anything like Robin, where he goes in on the left and then makes a bad pass, or he tries to make it too complicated with his dribbles and then he loses the ball. I mean, maybe he should have put him on the left more. I don't know. But yeah, I think he was very poor. Very poor.
Yeah, most definitely. I have to agree with that 100%. Sadio Mane, I'm kind of thinking the same.
Yeah. He came on late too, but he's just been so bad this season. It's so disappointing.
I don't know. Did you see the video? Did you see the video, or you might have just seen it on social media that he's looking to stay?
I did see that. I thought I saw it. I didn't look in because I know on the Bayern in Germany Twitter, they'll tell you who the source is, and I guess people are saying that that's his friend, who's the source that's saying he wants to stay. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if he actually wants to, because he probably wants to, prove that he was not how bad he was this year. But at the same time, if I were him, I'd be I'd want to go back to the Premier League or something. Just he doesn't ever seem to be acclimated or meshed into the squad. Doesn't help that he's punching people in the squad. And yeah, he's just had an unlucky, unfortunate year with the injury. But overall, I just don't think he's acclimated to Germany. Well, maybe we should start saying the Premier League tax instead of the Bundesliga tax.
For real. Gravenberch, what are you thinking?
He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't really that impactful either. I kind of liked what YouTube's was saying, kind of just an extension of Goretzka, not really doing a whole lot. So if I were to translate that into a rating, maybe a 5. I don't know.
Thinking a 5?
Yeah, maybe a 5.
Matthias Tau, what are you thinking?
I mean, he came in late again too, so it's hard to give him a full rating. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he had at least like one touch. I don't know if I know it was a shot. I don't think it was on goal. I think it was deflected from a defender, but he might have also been offside too. I can't remember if he was the one who was offsides or not. But I mean, it's kind of tough with his position. I think they put him up front, right? So if he's not getting any service and also in, last 10 or 15 minutes, it's hard to really give him a solid rating or any rating. But if I had to say, probably a 5.
A 5, yeah, that's about right.
Didn't do anything terrible, but also didn't really get in enough time to do something meaningful.
Yeah, 100%. Right, guys, there we go. That is going to be the player ratings. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed. Obviously, there's the first team, if you want to say.
Did you want to do manager?
Oh yes, thank you. Because I was literally, I could have ended
interrupt
there.
you.
No, it's absolutely fine, man. Thank you for interrupting me, because otherwise I would have just ended it there and then. But yeah, no, we definitely have to do the manager.
Yeah.
You know my thoughts, so I'm gonna let you do this, because otherwise it's gonna be like a minus. So, go ahead, my man.
Well, I'm gonna probably give him. I don't know about a minus, but probably like maybe a 1.5, maybe 1 or 1.5. I just think the starting lineup was. I liked the back line. I'm kind of like a broken record about this, but Goretzka should not be starting. It should have been Gravenberch. I didn't like that. And then I guess you can't really fault him for like Coman and Gnabry had a good game, but Coman wasn't very good. You can't really fault him for that necessarily, but I think his subs were poor and the timing of them was not good. And like we were saying, bringing on Upamecano in the 85th or 86th minute. I don't know what the heck that was all about. So yeah, I would say, he wasn't on the pitch as a player, but he was. I would credit him for how bad the whole team played. Really, mostly. I mean, the players are obviously to blame too, but
yeah, of course. The substitutions were just strange.
Yeah, substitutions were not good. I don't know if the tactics were like anything crazy. And yeah, it's just I don't know if that's the player. It's probably both, but I don't know if it's the players or Tuchel. Yeah. When they do get a lead, they just can't hold on to it. So I don't know who's more responsible for that. But yeah, Tuchel he's not been good ever since he's been on Bayern. And maybe you can say that that's because he came in so late into the season and he didn't have a plan and he didn't have any players that he brought in personally. But at the same time, if you're coming in when he did to save the treble, which now we're not going to win any trophies, but if you're coming in to save the treble like that, I mean, you got to be pretty good. And I think that I know he started off with a win against Dortmund, which I think that was just Dortmund losing. I don't think that was Bayern winning because they had that freak goal that I think they did count as an own goal, but it was just downhill straight from there. So I think Tuchel, not a good performance today at all. Maybe his worst, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's what the player ratings are. So Tuchel, obviously there, the players, the substitution, there, and then the main team here. But yeah, any final thoughts, my man?
I hope and pray we get a striker and a solid enforcer in midfield. Otherwise, what's the point of all this?
Yeah, 100%. Well, thank you for coming on, mate, and doing that with me. And yeah, man, we'll get you on the channel again.
Awesome.
I enjoyed that one, definitely. That was something good to do rather than just me talking, because I could talk all year. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, either way, guys, that's going to be it for the player ratings. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do smash the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button down below if you're new. And Beats will be back on the channel most definitely. Until then, though, peace out, guys.